Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chantel. I'm a 28-year-old stay-at-home wife. My husband works full-time in finance. Please excuse my voice. I am getting over a sickness right now. My husband had acute bronchitis and pretty sure he passed that on to me, along with some tonsillitis. So if you missed out my last video, you wouldn't have known that, but I'm sure you can hear it in my voice, so please bear with me as we do our video today. All right, and then this is gonna be my first time doing a budget breakdown. This paycheck was a lot more than normal. My husband did get his bonus along with some other bonuses that we don't usually get. So this is actually a lot more than the norm. So going forward, they won't always look like this. So just keep that in mind while we go over these numbers today. So, and please excuse my nails. I did undo them after I got out of the shower, and I will be redoing them after this video, so don't look at them too closely. But my husband's paycheck, like his base, was $18.57, and then an extra $1,000 that we pull out. You'll actually see it here later on the video on how we do this, but it comes out from his bonuses. And then we got an IRS refund of right under $3,500. And then, like I said, this was his bonus check. So his bonus was a little over $6,300. Of that $6,300, we're gonna take $5,000 of that and put it into a separate savings. And then my husband gets paid quarterly. So what will happen is we'll use the $5,000 every other week. We'll take $1,000 of it to supplement the paycheck, and then that's how we kind of use that money. I didn't write it down here, but we did have a separate, like, I think over $9,000, almost $10,000 of a separate bonus as well that I'm not including in this because that's just going straight into savings. So I don't have it written down here. I mean, I guess I could probably to the side, but there's not really a need for that because it's just going straight into our house savings for our emergency fund. So in total, what we're actually stuffing, if we'll just take 1857 plus 1,000 plus 91, we're not going to account for this IRS refund just yet because if you didn't watch my last video, we did have to get a garage door replaced, and that was around, I think, almost under $2,400. And so we're just going to use that to pay off that garage door, and then whatever's left over will also go into savings. So I'm not really accounting for that. This $91 here, we had to pay $91 to file our taxes. So we're just taking that out of the IRS refund to pay that off. So that's why I included it in this number here. All right, guys, sorry if I pop in and out of this video. I'm just trying to gather myself, getting a sip of water here and there. So in total, we're stuffing $2,948, not including any of the bonuses or really any of this like $3,500 from the IRS. So actually, I think I am going to go ahead and include this bonus because we do have to tithe off of that. So scratch everything that I said. I am actually going to go ahead and include all of this. So in total, 1857 plus 1,000. Sorry, guys. 1857 plus 1,000. Include 91 plus 6,311. So we're stuffing $9,259. Okay, guys, I readjusted the screen so that way you can see me writing down and you can see the calculator here. I'm actually gonna grab a different pen because I don't use that for this. Okay, here we go. Okay, so right off the bat, I don't cash stuff physical money for mortgage, Christmas, or savings. I do have separate, our mortgage money that just stays in our checking account, and I do have two separate savings accounts for those that just transfer straight into those when we get paid. So, whoa. $92.59 minus $12.15. And this is for, we do get paid bi-weekly. So this is only half of the mortgage. So that leaves us with $844. We always put $50 into Christmas and $50 to savings. The savings is just like a little investment account. Like I said, we do have other savings where we just put straight into there that we don't like write down here. So car insurance, that actually went up. I think I remember it being like we have to save an extra $10 a month maybe. So for now, I'm just gonna put 70, and then I'll recheck that after the video to see how much it's going to be now. And then our cell phone's always 25, so that's always written down. So that leaves us with $78.49. But $91, I don't have it written down here, but that's gonna go into miscellaneous. I'm actually just gonna put it here. I'm gonna say H&R, so that way I know that that is where that's going. And then here, I'm just gonna put a separate savings, which is gonna be that $5,000. And then we will, okay. So here, we always tithe 185 of what we got paid. This 1,000 already tithed when we first saved it. And then we need to tithe off of this bonus of 631. So 631 plus 185. If my calculations are right, we're tithing $860. Make sure that's right. 631 plus 185. Ooh. 631 plus, what is happening? 631 plus 185. 816, perfect. So that's been taken, the 5,000's been taken care of, the tithing's been taken care of. So 630.11 minus the 5,000 minus this, what was it, 631. So we actually have $681 left over, which I'm also gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put in parentheses 681. That'll go to just like general savings. Okay. So we got $92.59, which is what we're totally stuffing, minus $12.15 for mortgage, $50 for Christmas, $50 for savings, $70 for car insurance, $25 for cell phone, $816 for tithe, $91 for the H&R Block tax payment, and then minus $5,000 for the supplemental paychecks, minus $680 for the straight savings, leaves us with $1,262. Okay, so we have $1,262 left over to cash stuff, and I usually like to go through my priorities real quick. Did go ahead and write down the balances that were in each one of our binders, so that way I know what's in there and then what I need to deposit to get it to where I want it to be. Right off the bat, Cody and I, personal spending money, we get $50 each. And that's really just fun money with whatever we want to do with it, just because we save for so many different categories that we don't really have to spend this, but this is just our extra stuff that we want to spend. So okay, so I'm gonna put this here, make sure you guys can see that. We always put is it 50 or 40? 40. So we always put $40 into wifey and hubby because that is for birthdays and Christmas. And then we don't usually put anything to anniversary or vacation. Those get funded separately. I should have readjusted this so that way I just don't ever stuff it. It just always gets pulled out from somewhere else when that time comes. Rav and cruise, this is just money that we like to keep inside the car in case we go like that places that need cash. So like if we go somewhere that has parking and they accept cash, we do that. Or we go to like a local vendor, they accept cash, we'll just keep that in the car. I think we're pretty good for now, so we don't have to stuff those. Tithe always gets 25. Tolls were good because we still have the full amount of $40 in there. I think we're okay for now. So gas, probably, I think we are pretty good on there. I'll just go ahead and put 70 for now. These little numbers right here, these are like revolving. And what we'll do, if there's any money left over in gas, utilities, groceries, I'll put it in a rollover category, and that's just kind of money that accrues and we can spend whatever with it if we need to. So this just lets me know like how much was still left in there so I can readjust my budget next time, whether I need to put more or less, and same with groceries. So it did have 15 in there, same with groceries, that it had like 75 in there, but then I rolled into rollover, so now it's at 0. Utilities always gets 180, which honestly I think, well, we'll leave it there for now. I think I overestimated how much I was going to need because we had a winter storm that came and we used the heater a lot, so I was expecting our payment to go up quite a bit for that bill, but it came out and it's not as much as I thought it was going to be, so we will have quite a bit of rollover or quite a bit of overage on this category. Groceries always gets 220, and dining always gets 150. And again, this is for 2 weeks worth. So we've got about $462 left. Household is in the negatives, so we're just negative 94. So we're gonna go ahead and put 100 just to supplement that. Let's see, subscriptions. I believe that always gets around 60. And then 50 for our annual subscriptions. Let's see here. Make sure my numbers are still good. Okay, gifts, we're just gonna put 10. Okay, actually, let's go to Cooper because he's next. Cooper, will give him 20. He's pretty good on food, and we just took him to the groomer, so he's okay for now. Gifts, we'll put 10 into there, and then 30 into birthdays. Entertainment, decor we won't put, same with products. This is, let's see, entertainment, we'll just put, I'll come back to these because they're not really a priority right now, and so I like to put the priority, like to go through the priority ones first before I do some of this fun ones. So haircut, I think I'll put 15 and 15 for beauty. I always like to make those the same. Haircuts are for my husband because I don't really get haircuts. I just trim my hair at home, and beauty's more for me. So I like to keep those pretty even. Okay, baby, let's just put 10 for now, or future baby, I should say. Car 50, health 50, $72. Okay, date night we could put 10. Savings 1, we'll put 10. Savings, this one isn't really like an actual savings. It's saving for something specific that we're wanting. So for example, I really want this home purifier. It's a little under $200. I think it's between $150 to $200. So we're saving up for that, and then I also want to save up for like the pull out cabinet drawers for my pots and pans. So we're saving for something specific. So that's what this savings is for. We got $52 left. Let's put 10 to hosting, 10 to Sam's. Leaves us with $32. Let's put 20 entertainment. No, let's not do that. Let's do, okay, let's put 30 into holidays because Easter's coming up. Ooh. I don't really like these numbers, guys. Got $2 left. I'm gonna put $2 into, I'm gonna put $52 into car because we're at a 3 here and I can round that up to an even 5. Sold. This is what kind of bugged us out a little bit, this negative number here. Honestly, This is gonna be too, I really don't need this much in. I'm gonna like roll over $200 if I put 180 in here. So let's just put, let's just put 60 for now. Use this with 120. Okay, because I really want to put 30 and 30 here, which leaves us with 60. So we're actually go ahead and put 120 here. Okay, now let's make sure our numbers are right. 90. Oh, I forgot lawn. Okay, we're actually put 100 in here. 20 here. Okay. All right, guys, sorry for that pause there. I reran my numbers like 1,000 times, and every time I ran it, like the balance ended up being a different number. Anyways, I got it all figured out. So what I ended up doing, we're actually only going to put $80 into utilities, and then I moved the 20 bucks into lawn. All good. This all equaled out to $0. So every dollar that we've gotten has been accounted for. So that is how I do my videos when it comes, or that's how I do my budget breakdown whenever we get paid. Sorry, this one was kind of all over the place. They will get a lot simpler from here on out until our next bonus. Like I said, usually we'd only be stuffing like $28.57, but because we got extra bonuses, we got some refunds and things like that, it kind of played more into this. But moving forward, it won't be like that. Again, sorry for the lighting. It was brighter when I first started this, but like I said, I was like recalculating this and my numbers were just not doing what I wanted it to do. So I got it all figured out here. But that is going to be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.